Alright, I'm going to show you how I run Buying Time. It's the 5-minute challenge in House Cannith. Um, I like this one because it's a very quick way to earn Mephit wings, which can be traded in for either tokens or for renown pots, which is what I do with most of mine. I'm going to run this on level 19. My tune is level 15. I could run it on 20 and I'd get another 10% of my Mephit wings. However, when you run 5 under the quest level, the boxes you get from Devashta can't be opened until you level up. So I typically run 4 under just to avoid clogging my inventory up. And let's go. Okay, the first thing I do is pick up the torches in a straight line from where I entered. You'll be a little bit of lag here, so sometimes it's hard to tell if you picked up a torch or not at first. All right, now I turn around, I go back down, and I'm going to look to the left and then to the right. And if I see purples one direction that I can actually see, we'll go ahead and run that direction. If I can't see any purples, I'll just go ahead and run the second one. If you have visible purples out there, that gives you a leg up. Doesn't guarantee you got a good setup back there, but it gives you a leg up because you know there's at least some purples there. All right, we have enough set up to keep them busy, so I'm going to head back in and do the buying. I'm going to buy workers first. After I have the workers, I will buy a few barrels. And I also bought a couple of torches. All right, I'm going to lay the barrels out a couple at a time because I want to avoid having one kobold with basically everything on them. It's easier to haste if you have one kobold with 5 barrels, but it's also riskier because if that kobold dies, and he'll be targeted by the bad guys, and if he dies, you lose your barrels permanently. So I try to avoid having one that has too much on it. And sometimes the kobold gets a little adventurous over here and they wander over before I cleared it. But good timing this time because we got here just as the bad guys were showing up. All right, you can only see one purple back here, so that typically means there's only usually one there and one at the top. I'm going to go ahead and clear the mobs up here because the kobolds are likely to see that one purple down there and they'll run down and grab it, and then they'll run up here and get killed. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is run around back and see if there's anything back there. And there's a good chunk back there, so let's go clean the mobs out. Watch out for that cyclonic blast. All right. Now I'll also show you one of my personal favorite tricks here. Because there's purples back here, I want the kobolds to come around back. And I found out that if you place a torch very close together, one on each side of the wall, those will connect up and the kobolds will treat it as if there were a line running all the way around to it. So just those two torches kind of back to back against those walls will get the kobolds to run around back and clean that space up.
You have acquired your quota.
Okay, there's quota, so I'm going to DDO and try to get Devashta before she aggroes on a kobold. Alright, that's fine. I've got her attention, so the kobolds are safe. I've got a haste clicky, so I'm going to go ahead and haste that guy since he has lots of arrows. And we're at 1:25. Try to catch these guys too. And let's go see if they've cleared the back section out. I bet they have by now, so it's probably time to remove the torch to the backside. And yeah, it looks like they have all the purples, so let's pull that torch. Pull the one on the other side. We have 57 seconds left, which is not really enough time to get anywhere. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and take them back here by this one purple and up the ramp a little bit where there's always one more purple, but it's hidden by some greens, so they may not get to it. All right, and I'm going to detour back to get there quicker and look for the incoming. All right, there's Mephits down there. Now there's probably have my foreman someplace else, and I will see if I can find him. There's more Mephits somewhere, so they'll show up in a second. There we go. All right, 5 seconds left. And there we go, 247 Mephit wings solo in 5 minutes. That's average, maybe a slightly above average for a solo run, but that's about what I expect to get every run in a 5-minute run. Thanks for listening.